The biggest giveaway that your content is AI generated is the dreaded M dash. It's basically a big hyphen, and if you were to search for OpenAI or ChatGPT M dash, you'll find some really high profile articles like this one in the Rolling Stones, and it looks like this. Like I say, it is a big hyphen, and so here is a an example of the OpenAI responses. API call at work, and I've simply asked it to write a blog post about the power of developing with no code in bubble.io. And in this, we get one, two, three, three. We get three too many M dashes in the response. Now, we can update the system prompt, which I'm going to try first of all. So my system prompt is actually in my workflow. In here, I shall say, do not use M dash. In fact, and I'll even get an example of an M dash because it's going to be a particular character, like that. And in my testing, and who knows whether this will give the example that I want now, in my testing, this isn't 100% reliable. Let's try it again. There we go. One M dash. It's still one M dash. In fact, let's just do a find. There's one M dash. And that's one M dash too many. So here is a really simple, if not slightly cheeky, workaround, which is that you simply do a find and replace. So in this example that I'm streaming, but you put the find and replace in the same spot. So because I'm streaming it in, I'm doing the text so far, and I could do find and replace M dash. And I'm not a grammar expert, but I think in most cases an M dash can be replaced by a comma. I'm going to suggest the comma rather than full stop, because you don't want to then have to do additional work to make the next character capitalized, because that would be a new sentence. So I'm simply going to do a comma, and of course it's a comma and a space, because an M dash, if we look at the example that came through, is touching both the start, the end, and the start of the words either side of it. So let's go back and let's try it again. And so there we can see that there are no M dashes. So you can add that find and replace. If you were to save this, you can like make changes to a thing or create a new thing. And then just where you would have the completed text, or what are they calling that nowadays? This bit here, full text. Again, if you're streaming, if you're not streaming, you would just add the find and replace to the very end of the text that you're getting back. And in fact, let's just have a little bit of a dig. Let's have a look into the text here, text so far, and see if we can spot an M dash that's been replaced. Let's use my find and replace. There we go. So user feedback, which is in the accelerated development section. There we go. So there we go. With Bubble, you can prototype an idea, test and market, and iterate based on user feedback, all within days and weeks. So it's replaced the M dash with a comma there. This is my simple trick. Like I say, you could perhaps make the system prompt or the instruction prompt even stronger, even more direct. But I think this is a wonderfully quick and simple approach, which is just to replace an M dash with a comma.